So thank you for this kind present and start. My name is Yuliya, and I'm a first-year PhD student, IELTS tutor, former secondary school teacher, and 2023 Fulbright T alumna. And my colleague is Banu. She will say a couple of words about herself.
Good day, teachers. Thank you very much for this opportunity. It is really great pleasure to be here and sharing our experience with the Fulbright T, as I'm a proud alumna of 2023 at Montana State University, Fulbright T alumna, and I'm as a teacher of secondary school in a rural area, and also I'm a PhD candidate, my third course. So let's start our webinar.
Yeah, so we will spend a couple of minutes on general information about the program. We will first tell you about program facts, eligibility criteria, and our main focus will be on how you can apply to this program and make best of the best. So you will hear our own tips from our experience on how to apply best. Also, we will tell some words about university life, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the chat, because we are here to answer all the questions you have. As for the program itself, it is a teacher development program. It is a flagship professional development program, and it is a part of the larger Fulbright program. So if you are not eligible to this one, you can find on official sites the other opportunities and check. So usually teachers go to the US for 6 weeks, and they will study at so they will have lectures at a local university. There are several universities that usually host us, and you will be able to see and observe real classes, your American classes. Yeah, you will also have opportunity to work with a US partner educator in your subject area, and another advantage is that you will have a real cultural exchange with host families, extracurricular activities, and so on. Another final advantage of this program is that it is fully funded. You will not spend much money on traveling, accommodation, meals, and program fees. Everything is included. Banu, do you have any extra information on this?
Yes, I would like to highlight about the host family. So they are, before your program, they are selected for each candidate, maybe for 2 candidates, 1 family, which have experience with, for example, with Asia country or European countries. So they have, the perfect matching. For example, my host family, they have been in Astana. So it was wonderful to know that people who are, guessing them, talking about your country, your culture. So this is one of the biggest highlight for me as well.
Yeah,
Thank
my
you.
host family is also best match, but you as a Fulbright member, participant, you can also share and exchange your experience with other people. So we also have another families that we are in contact now. And one person, she also traveled to East Kazakhstan region, to my place several years ago, and that was very exciting as well. So let's continue with eligibility, and this is where I think questions might arise. So usually if you are a secondary school teacher, you can apply. If you are a teacher of English, mathematics, science, social studies, IT, you can apply. You should have 3 years of teaching experience at least, but the teachers with 5 years and more are in a preference. You need to have a bachelor degree. You should show and demonstrate oral and written English language proficiency, and also to be a citizen of Kazakhstan. And you should not have an extensive practice abroad when you are applying to this program, and yeah, you should not be participant of the Fulbright program before. So what can we add here?
I think, Yuliya, we have to mention about the teachers. So this program, we have stereotype that this program only for English language teachers. No, here they mentioned about math, science. So what about science? I can say that the biology teacher and physics teachers and ICT, they can also have opportunity to apply this program. Of course, the question is about English proficiency. So at least B1. They should have the level of B1 and the ability to write essays and demonstrate their English language proficiency as well. So do you have questions here, teachers, about the eligibility? Any?
I can also add my own experience from the program because I know there are not only school teachers that could participate, but this is an extra situation. There were several university teachers, one from engineering sphere, and another teacher was teaching social sciences, history, but at the university level. And the majority of us were from secondary school.
Excuse me, colleagues, I've got a question. What about private school teachers?
Well, so from my personal experience, I have not met a private, you mean language, yeah, school, language school, or
This is secondary school, but this is the format is private school. It is not state school, but it is paid school for students.
Well,
what about
so
teachers? So
this is
can
an I think this is an open question because me personally, I haven't seen such teachers, but in the question in online application, there is a question. Is there a question about state school or semi-state school?
I have these experiences that on selection process we have teachers from NIS in Astana and also the schools from Banu, but I haven't know exactly is there private, government or state about their eligibility, but I've seen several teachers on the selection process from NIS, Banu schools as well.
So if you are a private teacher, you can apply.
You may, yeah,
still,
of course.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and about university lecturers, the same idea. The preference will be given to secondary school teachers, but why not to try? Because I personally see to be honest, two teachers on 2023 program. They were from university, but it was an option. It was an extra, something extra. They said why they were chosen.
А какой уровень английского языка должен быть?
B1, B2. As for the level of English, I remember that there were separate programs, pedagogical. Yeah, so Banu, you were on pedagogical.
Yeah, pedagogical area.
And
yes.
I was on media literacy. It is no longer available. And for my personal media literacy, we had TOEFL 89. So it's higher. And for general, you can have B1, about 60 of
55
to
60, yes.
But TOEFL has changed.
Yeah, has changed as well. So I think, Gushat, I would like to mention about the level of teachers. For example, from my personal experiences at Montana University, we had teachers from Africa, Mozambique. They had low B1. They are chemistry and mathematics teachers.
Okay.
Okay. So if no other questions, let's continue with.
Excuse me, there are two questions, I think, in the chat.
Yeah, we have already answered these two questions about.
Okay.
We haven't answered only one about teachers living in Kazakhstan but are not citizens. I think no, because only Kazakhstani citizens can apply. If you are a citizen of another country, you should specifically look at this at the site of your country. But no. Okay, so as for the application process itself, this is the most interesting thing. First, we as alumni advise to see an official page of embassy and learn and study the most general information, where all the necessary links are given. So let's see how it looks like. Teaching 2026 Fulbright Teaching Excellence and Achievement Program. You can see the deadline. For example, for this year, it was February the 3rd, and usually the application starts in January each year. Yeah, shortlisted applicants will be invited for a virtual interview and take TOEFL in February, March, but we will tell about it later. So the next step is to fill online application. It looks like this, where you need to register, and after that, you will write everything about yourself, upload documents, and if you are shortlisted, you can prepare for an interview. Yeah. So let's focus on this. Yeah, application step. So what extra information we have?
So, do you have any teachers who have been applied for this program, maybe previous year or this year? So here, also the important document is reference letter as well. So you have from your school as well, from your colleague, or maybe from your methodological department at your state school. Second one is reference letter from maybe from your master degree or PhD degree professors. So, and also we have this document which are required to fill from your school side, I think, yes, supervisor. And we have the mention about the salary. Is that document?
Yes, so this is a reference where you say
so here we have two options, with pay, without pay. For example, from my experience, I have saved my salary, so with pay. So my head principal, she guaranteed me to have this kind of option. So, but I think Yuliya, you have without pay, yes?
Yes, at the moment of this program, I was at my maternity leave, so I just asked my director that I go, and I need a signature, and that's all. So I didn't have any payment from school.
So for me, I've taken all these letters, and of course the selection finalist documents from U.S. Embassy as well, from Ministry of Education. So I've put all these documents with methodological department, Almaty region, so they can cover with me with pay option. So it's kind of wonderful option for me, because I think the many teachers, they have covered their salary without pay option. So yes, it depends on your head principal's support and your methodological department as well.
Yeah. So when you are writing your online application form, there is an opportunity for you to start it, then not finish, but come back to it.
It's kind of draft. Yeah, you have to save your essays and documents. Yeah,
and you can to print and then come back. Yeah, so you should start at least 2 weeks before, so that you have enough time to print all these documents. For example, this one, to go to your school, to talk to the director, to type this essay about yourself, reference letter. I wrote it myself, and I just explained what it means to my director, and she signed.
So I have my supervisor, master degree teacher, who has experience with 20 years. So she helps me to fill this form, because she was my supervisor, like mentor. So she also covered all these documents from her side. And I think, what about the skills, Yuliya? I would like to ask. Here, on this document.
Reference, or this one.
So here we have the key skills communication skills, little bit, I think here, yeah, here, positive reputation, promotion of ideas, improve of the school, communication skills. So you have to choose only 3 options here, if I'm not mistaken. I have to see, yeah, 3 top qualities. So please try to select which really shows, emphasize your educational and personal perspective as well, to together balance it. Sometimes people think they are good enough with leadership, but sometimes they think that tolerance might be higher. Yes. So here you have to think about only top 3 qualities, which you have to mention on the below the supervisor's criteria as well. So they have to match it. Okay. Next. So next slide we have, I think, the
questions from essay. Yeah, let us
Yeah.
spend some time to answer to give some tips on how
Yeah.
you wrote your essays, how.
Yeah. So here I would like to mention about the plagiarism. As you know, the all essays, all application process, they go through the highly selected plagiarism system, and you have to try to keep your unique author's ideas. Do not use any AI tools, ChatGPT, I don't know everything, because the plagiarism system is highly one of the
Advanced.
main thing, yes. And for example, and don't think about your academic English language as well. Sometimes teachers always ask it, we need proofreading, maybe some others experienced teachers, maybe we need to, make it more for C1 level letters. No. So just try to keep your balanced structure of essay. Try to cover each question. For example, from this essay, you can see it is my essay. So I have permission from the US Embassy to show just only my first essay. They asked, what do they do when they graduate, complete their studies? So we have, I think, 4 questions. So your idea here that you have to cover all these 4 questions. Do not overload the extra information, just be specific and try to answer the questions. And don't take about the academic stuff as well. So you have to answer directly the questions. Here I have, I put some extra information about the students because I've been teaching diverse classrooms. For example, I have students from Uzbekistan, Karakalpakstan, and Turkmenistan. If you have something specific, if you want to add something about your school, for example, yes, maybe you have refugee students, I don't know exactly. You may put also this extra information to just highlight your essays, because this essay is about your school. In 200 words, please tell us briefly about your school and community it serves, and what about the students. Sometimes it will be challenging for teachers, but you have to cover all these questions in 200 words, and also put something extra if it's different from another school. Maybe you are working in a private sector schools, or maybe you have refugee students as well. So you can add this kind of information as well. Any questions, teachers, here?
It is also a good idea to mention that it's better to have some extra days here for doing this essay. Not only maybe 1 day, 2 days, but a week at least.
Yeah. For example, I've been writing my essays for 6 months. I haven't selected twice. So that one was like luckiest one. So, I have 6 months for whole my essays. So I have to read again and again highlighted the main keys here. So yeah, you have to start more earlier.
What about these questions? Are they a part of the essays?
Yeah. So the part 1, why do you want to participate in the Fulbright program? So here, I think as we all teachers of secondary education level, we have same certificates, we have same educational background, we have same experiences and same classrooms. Yes, right? So we have to be, here you have to identify your 50 or 100, the top skills, and then try to find the idea how to show your unique teaching style, maybe, or how to show your unique classroom methodology. So you should identify firstly, how do you look from another perspective? Because we all teachers from all Kazakhstan regions, we have same classrooms, same curriculum system, yes, but you have to identify something unique from your teaching style. And try to give the example. Sometimes teachers, they just cover like giving the like a motivation. It's not motivational letter. You have to show your active, the motivation as well, but you have to share the experiences. And of course, find something unique from your teaching style. Second one is statement of purpose. Here, second one is a leadership. Describe an occasion. Describe an occasion when you're a leader or set example in your school. So sometimes you can say that you are not emphasize yourself as a leader, but maybe you are part of the team. For example, Kazi organization. Yes, you have to organize some, I don't know, webinar or seminar in your district or region. So you can be a member of this whole community and set something, change something in your area, in your community as well. So you can put this as a leader position. So do you have any questions, teachers here, colleagues? Because sometimes teachers think that if they are not completely, they haven't got this kind of leadership skills, they cannot show in their essays. No, so you can be a member of some project. You can be facilitator. You can be a part of I don't know, any organization, but you have to show your encouragement.
Mm-hmm. I can add also my case because I think that several criteria helped me to get selected to this program. The first one is my geographical situation because a lot of teachers usually apply from Astana and Almaty region, but from East Kazakhstan or other parts of Kazakhstan, there are less. So this is your opportunity if you are from a rural school or if you are from other places of Kazakhstan. And at that time, I started my YouTube channel. That was my strongest point. And I think that is because I was chosen to media literacy program. But I was preparing also several times. I firstly learned about this program in 2013, and then only after 10 years of 3 or 4 times I was selected. So let us now talk about the selection process, how candidates are usually chosen and who chooses. So there are documents that are selected online. They are the first step that the program but administration evaluates. Panel scoring evaluates, and then when you are shortlisted, what happens? The interview, happens. But first of all, of course, your online application is checked. Quality, clarity of your personal statement, evidence of the leadership you have on your community, how you can share your experience with your community. Because, for example, I told about my YouTube channel, about my methodological organization groups, your English proficiency matters, and how your goals align with program's objectives, and of course your personality maybe.
Yeah.
So you should be very specific when you answer all the questions in online application form. As for me, for example, I also work with my English proficiency level. I started working with native speaker for even improving my writing skills. Banu mentioned that academic writing style doesn't matter, but it mattered for me. Any extra information here?
I think that if you have been selected, you have I think 2 or 3 days, not weeks, you have to be prepared for your interview section. So here's one of the challenging stages for me. But you should answer, yes, as Yulia mentioned, you should prepare your answers. You should try to look through your application. Just not forget about this, because the questions comes from your application directly. And you have to ask several questions, but you should be specific, not in general. The answer should be with the examples, with the emphasizing the main ideas. And your openness, your charisma as well is matter. And yeah, you should look through your application as well. So any questions here, teachers?
I remember they asked about my experience, methodological experience. Then how can I share the program information with my community, such sort of things. For me, to be honest, the interview part was not so difficult, but TOEFL preparation was quite challenging.
Yeah. So I have asked about my stressful situation. How do I handle this process, and what should I do in the future with the stressful situation if I might have in the future?
By the way, yeah, so you are right. There are several questions about your future, so you should show to them that you are going to stay at the school, to continue working as a part of school, and maybe develop somehow, but inside this line. Okay, so if there are no questions, let's continue with the most motivational part, and it is about life at a US university. If when you are shortlisted, when you are already have your TOEFL certificate, you will be prepared for life at the university. And there are, by the way, several webinars and offline events that we had before going to the USA, because we need to be prepared to this. So first of all, you need teachers who go to the program, they will have academic seminars about different things, methodological, cultural, just organizational things. Usually the first 2 weeks are organizational weeks. Then you have one teacher that you will work at school. And in my school in Colorado, by the way, I haven't mentioned, I just observed lessons, 40 hours, and gave one cultural lesson. So lesson to students about my culture. And of course, extra activities, cultural activities, museums, hikings. We went to Rocky Mountains, these things. And the program lasts 6 weeks, but the impact lasts a career, because you meet a lot of other colleagues, teachers, with whom you will have contact throughout the rest of your life. So what can we also add here, Banu?
So I think this program shaped my professional area as well. I have a lot of opportunities for my academic research ideas, and also I have set up, after coming from USA, I've set up the speaking club, which named all inspired from the Bozeman High School students. And also we have organized book club from Montana State University as well. And I think that the whole program not only changed my view about the US system education, also shaped my the whole idea of being with the teachers, with leader teachers all around the globe. And also I would like to mention about the inclusion, which I really focused when I at Bozeman High School, I've been experienced observing the inclusion classrooms as well. So, and I think I have got a lot of tips and insights from how to teach, how to implement some technologies with the inclusion education as well. So after coming from US, also I've organized different sessions, webinars, seminars, and different outreach events with US Embassy as well.
Yeah, because being on the program is one thing, but after the program, it is not the end. Yeah, you have
you should be
some more
also active
community.
alumna. Yeah.
Yeah. So there is a community of people, yeah, that help you after the program, and now we can also communicate. By the way, do you remember, Banu, what other universities were hosted participants in 2023? So I was at Northern Colorado University.
I'm from Montana State University, but I forgot the University of Mira.
She was at
she was in downtown, so I forgot her university. She was also a Fulbright T program, but colleagues, they have selected 2 teachers from pedagogical Fulbright T. So I've come from the rural place, so I've, like mentioned, chosen for the district from Bozeman. And she also selected from the city, Aktau city, so she went to the downtown, but I forgot the university.
So it was in a south place.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know exactly about media literacy, but this year they also have a program for Fulbright T program for pedagogical.
Well, it's just for participants to know, for members to know that there are different opportunities, different universities, and you don't know until the beginning of the program which university you go.
Yeah,
and I think
have variety options. Yes, you're right.
Variety. So, and it also, I think it can, your application can influence this, because I was written that I'm from a very small town and I like hiking, and then I go to Northern Colorado University, and we go hiking. So maybe if you want to go and to see a bigger city, just describe your dream. Just describe that you live or have lived in a big city. Yeah,
it works really, because I've mentioned about the mountains, about the rural areas. So they really, they selected according to your matches preferences as well.
But anyway, during the program, you have several days, 3 days or 2 days, when you can go to big cities like New York, and the final 2 days all the participants spend in Washington, DC. It is also the biggest place in America. So you have opportunities to travel. We also traveled around Colorado State. So there are lots of other opportunities.
Also, we have also participate in different conferences at Montana State areas as well for educational any conferences. So I also applied the abstract for my articles. So yeah, you have a lot of opportunities during your spending in USA program.
I remember Mira's state. It is Georgia. So she went to Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia, yes.
Yeah.
Downtown.
And of course, your experience, your collaboration. For example, I met Banu, and after our meeting, I also decided to apply for PhD, and I am a researcher now. So thanks for this program. And we have one question, by the way. Can we come back, Banu, to an interview process, a selection process, and answer the question?
Okay. So here, wait. Is that, yeah. So are the interview questions standard, or might each participant be asked questions? So, they usually ask the interview questions according to your application. So they might be different questions because of the different types of the statement of purpose, yes. But you have to be prepared for each your essay. You have to prepare some statements, I think, to explain why do you choose this? Why do you set this kind of leadership or cases on your essays? So be prepared with your essays as well. And of course, something about your stressful, maybe you should show how to you adapt your stress, how do you adapt in stressful situations, how to show your encouragement or motivational aspects on your teaching style.
One question was about how you usually, so if you are, for example, living in a room with 4 other people, how do you usually behave?
Yeah.
Show your open-mindedness, friendliness, such
So
kind.
I'm a really open person, and I've never selected for, but I haven't mentioned also about the room requirements. So I've been living with the Bangladesh teachers and India, so we have a perfect match. But sometimes, yes, if you have specific requirements, you have to mention on your application as well. But
Yeah.
you are trying to, I think we have to be living 2 persons, yes?
Well, there are different opportunities, to be honest.
Yeah.
In Colorado, Northern Colorado University, we were living with 4 people. But other participants, they, for example, we were living at the university hostel, or how it's called. But other participants from other universities, they lived in hotel rooms. So it depends.
Yeah.
Which university you will go to. So let's look at other information that is very, very important about what the program grant covers. So you do not need to pay for international and around country trips. Everything is paid, as well as university housing, monthly living stipend. So we had some money to eat or to buy something in their shops. I mean, food, cafes, such sort of things. And all fees and materials plus health insurance is paid. Anything else to add?
No. Yes, I think we covered all these issues. Also, they have also organized, if you don't have any laptops, also they can organize and help to bring from the university as well. So yeah, everything is covered. Don't worry about the yeah. So I would like to mention about that one thing, that if you are mentioned that you are Muslim, they haven't got a lot options for meat options. So you have to prepare for your evenings. For example, they haven't covered evenings, so I think dinner. So we have to buy something for our dinner as well. So yeah, you can handle everything while you're in USA. And they also have support, the managers who are really helping with the dealing with every situation. So don't worry about this.
Yeah, and the question about tests also, teachers ask about whether TOEFL is paid, and yes, the program covers it as well. And as for inside countries traveling, also you show all the bills, and it is paid as well.
Also about the TOEFL, I haven't also prepared before for TOEFL, but I've talked with the Israel teacher who gives me about the format, because it was really also challenging. You're worrying about, you have been selected, but also they have to check your level proficiency as well. So yeah, you try to find some maybe person who help you to be prepare for this format. So nowadays I think they have changed totally the format as well, the tasks, the criteria as well. So yeah, you should be prepared for this type of the test as well.
Yeah, As for my preparation tip, I used all the free materials, ETS, YouTube, free online resources, and it took me about 2 weeks to prepare for it. Okay, so the last part of the presentation is about what awaits after the program, what alumni have to do or what they do not have to do. So what do we do now?
So I think the main idea that once you are alumni, you have to sharing or your personal experience, professional experience with the colleagues, with the community as well. And we have different grant programs for alumni as well. So last year, I've sent the proposal for organizing English club for inclusion students, but I haven't been selected. But I think each year we try to send new proposals for taking grants. So the grants comes from the US Embassy as well. So once you become alumni, you have variety of options to for applying any proposals, financial grants for your community as well.
Yeah, and as for me, being a member of KazLT community, I also gave offline talk and presentation for my teachers from my region, and now giving it online as well. So let us now have some time for questions, maybe. Yeah. Are there any other questions about
Can I
the
ask a
program?
question?
Mhm.
Dear Yuliya, Banu, thank you so much. It's really interesting and detailed. Could you share with us, please, how this program changed your professional experience? So you came back after you finished the program, and what was the first thing you did? How did you maybe changed or improved your professional experience?
So I can start. As for me, a Fulbright program was once in a lifetime opportunity because I was I was applying for it for 10 years and finally I go there. And first of all, I saw the differences, the big differences between our educational system and American ones. I first thought, wow, maybe in America they have this very, very good structure. No, I would never ever, I think that I will not manage to teach students in America because they have a very, very different background. That is why they have so strong differentiation methodology at school. And coming back to my country, coming back to my city, I said, oh my God, these are the best students I teach. I know them. They have this similar background and they are the best. I also, so how I shaped after the program. Yeah, just cultural experience is very, very important. When you go and see what it happens in America, and then you go to your classroom and you can tell your students from your first hands how it looks like and motivate students to learn English better. I think it works. It works more efficient. So yeah, try to apply.
As for me, being Fulbright alumna, one of my biggest achievement. So whenever I try to take from another apply for another programs, yes, I've always mentioned that I'm a proudly alumna of Fulbright T. And I've changed a lot on my methodology aspect as well. And I think all secondary teachers know that topic Yellowstone from our student book from 7th, 8th grade. I've been teaching this topic for 10 years, without emotion. Just, okay, guys, so today we have Yellowstone. Look, we are going to watch this video. After visiting Yellowstone, I think, yeah, I've totally changed my style of teaching. So for 1 week, I've been teaching Yellowstone. As we have Yellowstone topic on the geography side from the 8th grade as well. So we have, combined it together. So I think this year and the whole 2 years, they have covered all aspects of knowing Yellowstone, what it comes from, how was the starts, and so on. So when you're being in this real time on real place, you can change it, everything, I think. And as we teach the American students, they are really different. They have different background, as you mentioned, and for me also the one thing that I've come with the insight, it's about the reading tips. They all students, they bring with them some books, some pieces of books, and they try to read everywhere near the cafeteria or the library. So this kind of some highlights, of course, I mentioned from my pedagogical aspect as well. And so how to say, I think that each English teacher should have visit US, not just for comparing or not just for visiting, just for identifying some research and educational gaps. What should we improve in the future to answer these questions? Sometimes teachers may think that, oh, we have to visit only. No, it is not about the visiting another country. It is about how to integrate US students with our Kazakhstani students, how to find this balance, how to balance this bridge of because we are teaching English language, so we have to identify these kind of gaps on educational and research aspects. Thank you. Any questions, colleagues?
We have only one final slide with tips. I think we have mentioned everything from it. Yeah. If you have any other questions, you can ask. So we will not say the tips again. Yeah. But just say thank you to all people who came. And maybe there are questions. You can ask orally, to be honest. Maybe any other extra tips.
We don't have this kind of opportunity, colleagues, you know. Поэтому спрашивайте, когда есть возможность. We don't have this opportunity, to be honest. I've followed for each alumni from on Instagram. You know, I've known more than 25 alumni without US embassy contacts, you know, because of my, I don't know, I'm that kind of person who are really seeking new opportunities. So that's why I'm following these alumni, just wondering to know what kind of this person look like, why they choose this person as an alumni, as a finalist. So, you know, you have to also look through all these alumni stories, follow on Instagram, try to see how they shape their leadership as well.
Yeah, I agree, Banu, because social media shapes our way of thinking.
Identity, yeah.
And I also, as a person, have my Instagram page where you can see my way of some stories that I did during that period. And if you want to see how this program really looks like, you can go to this page. By the way, let me show our Instagram profiles so that you can go. Maybe you can have other questions to us. You can write anytime. And Banu, you also had extra information about other participants because you said we are already old alumni.
So now we have two alumni from Almaty. One alumni from Almaty, Jana, she comes recently from, I think, from which state I forgot, but she also one of the freshest, newest alumni, Fulbright pedagogical option. So she also can share with her new, because we are really old, 2 years old, so 3 years old. So she can also sharing all her guides and tips with all teachers as well. So try to be, how to say, try to be on the way you have to follow the alumni's profile. You can see how you can shape your profile as well.
Hello, Yuliya, Banu.
Hello.
Thank you for your presentation. In fact, I joined half an hour later than you have started. So I wanted to apply for Fulbright T this year, but they said that it should be full part teacher, or how to say. I have hours.
Full secondary school teacher, yeah? We have this question.
Mm-hmm. I'm a secondary school teacher. I have 5 hours a week.
So you see, hours really matter. So you should be a full,
absolutely.
because it's written in criteria. We have discussed criteria already. So let me show you it again. You see? By the way, yes, if you have any questions, you can write an email to the program administration and ask. And the criteria are again full-time secondary school teachers, you see? Full-time secondary school teachers. Yeah. Any other questions?
If you're a teacher at university, you can apply for FLTA program for 9 months. Here you have to teach American students for teaching Kazakh language. If you're a Russian teacher, you have to teach Russian language, or maybe Uzbek or other. So FLT for university degree as well, for 9 months.
Because there is a question about 10th month program. I think it is, yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes they selected single participants because it's for really challenging for, I think, for people who have
you can go on embassy site and see all the opportunities in the education and exchange.
They do have different exchange programs above the Fulbright T as well. And they really keep in touch with anyone who asks the questions that they have on their websites as well.
There is one more question about level of English that is enough for the program. B1, B2 level. Banu, can you answer this question?
Yeah, at least B1. So you have to be familiar, you have to communicate easily with other colleagues from Globe. And as I mentioned, from my program, we have chemistry and mathematics teachers. They have low level of B1, but they can easily communicate and be on this program as well.
So you can see how many different programs they are, to be honest. Fulbright program, women program, Lex for students. And as for Fulbright program, it is also divided into several. Fulbright Teaching Excellence and Achievement, Media Literacy Cohort. You see, you said it is not eligible, but it is. And others.
You have to update always the website and try to find new opportunities. They also update the programs as well.
So look up on an official site or in our or their US in KZ, profile, and stay aware of the program opportunities. So as for our presentation, I think that is all. If you do not have any other questions, we can wrap up the presentation.
Thank you so much. Once again, Yuliya, Banu, for your time, for your desire to help fellow teachers in their professional development. This is the main goal of KazLT. We want to support, we want to let others know about different opportunities, and thank you for helping us in that. Dear participants, if you have any questions, again, this is your time to ask them. But if not, could we please, as usual, take one group photo? Yuliya, if you could go back to the first slide, maybe, to put it as a background. Dear colleagues, if it's comfortable for you, can you please turn on your cameras? Okay, we have a few people joining us. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think this is a good opportunity to remember maybe next year or in any future time, some of us will be the participants of Fulbright program. Okay, 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3. And one more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I do it because sometimes it happens that someone blinks. All the time happens. Thank you so much, everyone. And I want to remind you that this webinar was recorded. And as you stay, if you stay a member of KZLT, you will have access to the recording if you want to revisit it anytime next year or any other year, coming year. And dear speakers, Yuliya and Banu, thank you so much. We wish you all the best in your professional endeavors, your personal endeavors. Thank you for being with us, supporting teachers. Thank you so much. And everyone who came today and stayed till the last minute, thank you so much. We wish you good luck as well. And stay tuned because very soon we will announce our upcoming webinars for May. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. I'll see you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.